going on, Jerome? Happy Saturday. Now, love it or hate it, social media is an important way for teams to engage with fans, as well as it's a great place for fans to get up to the date, up to the second information, as well as exchange some memes, all that stuff, man. And Complex Magazine went through and they ranked all 32 NFL Twitter accounts for this season, and the Vikings ended up middle-ish of the pack, around 15th. And here's the whole thing. Where some teams are funny, some teams are serious, some teams are whatever. But again, this is the official team account. So this is not talking about a Vikings Twitter writ large, which is pretty damn entertaining, even though they're so divided because of Kirk Cousins, as well as Adrian Peterson too. But so going through this list. Blah, blah, blah is what they wrote. Chargers looking to become 3-time champs. Blah, 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 blah. So 32, the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. And I will say, they're boring as hell. They're whatever. It's like, hey, gratitude, thank you. No, I mean, no slick production value, no exclamation points. Now, we should say that these Twitter account rankings, they do blend in between, witty, snarky remarks, funny jokes. But if you're just tweeting out a video done by your creative team, does that really count as having a good Twitter? I don't know, man. It's a fine line. Texans, whatever. Hey, when you're in H-Town, call your shot. Cool, great. The Bucks at 30. Sure. Although, just putting out those creamsicle uniforms, that looks good, man. Dolphins at 29. Hugging it out. All that stuff. Cardinals at 28. The Cardinals schedule release was the most boring ever because I think it was a receiver and Kyler just playing catch. Is like, hey, come catch the feeling. It's great. 27. The Colts. The Colts could use a freshening up. Also, the Colts uniforms are garbage. The Rams. You would think that in Tinseltown, it would be a little bit better. I mean, look at the Chargers, but, whatever. 25, the Carolina Panthers. Panthers, I think, should be higher. Where I think it's a... I do think that social media accounts should first convey information, but also if you want to get a little bit snarky and have a chance to go viral and just have people talk about your team, that's fine. Cowboys at 24. Cool. Patriots at 23. Whatever. Raiders at 22. It was a fumble. Okay. Oh, Tom Brady. The Niners. Boring. Broncos. Let's just get to the Vikings. Actually, what was this Broncos tweet? It's actually pretty good. I mean, that's actually pretty good. The Falcons. The Red Stallions. Tennessee Titans. Where, I don't know, like, if you're weighing in stuff that your social media creative team does, I mean, they should be higher because, the Titans schedule release, that was pretty good. So I think they're relatively low. The Ravens, whatever. The Saints, okay. Then you got the Vikings at 15, 22 ranked, 29. Wow, so they jettisoned up. Maybe they'll vault into the top 10 next year. 1.5 million followers. Ironically, the fire tweet attached below backfired on the Vikings, but at the time it was clever and creative. That's the kind of stuff we love to see. So the tweet, start spreading the news. R.I.P. Tony Bennett. So New York's favorite team, after the Vikings completed the trifecta of beating the Bills, which is the only team in New York State, by the way, the New Jersey Jets, and then the New Jersey Giants. Yeah, they won the trifecta of the New York area teams. So that's fantastic. We'll get into why it bit us in the ass a little bit later on. Lions. Oh, so when the Bills and the Browns had to play in Detroit, all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. Commies. I love that the Commies are getting a third different name. Fourth different name in like 4 years. It's funny, man. The Bengals, whatever. Seahawks. Okay, that's pretty good. The whole one pride thing. Come on. The Chiefs. Chiefs pointing out that the Chargers paid for Twitter Blue. Just funny. The crooked Chicago Bears at 9. I mean, hey. We're the Chicago Bears, and here's a gif of a bear. We're geniuses. I don't know, man. I know. Philly. The Eagles. Pointed out that, hey, dressing up the Rocky statue just never works out well. So we got to stop doing that, man. Steelers, and the Browns. I feel like the Browns are sort of a little bit underrated. The Jaguars, Duval. I mean, the Jaguars are pretty good.
The Jaguars might be one of the dumbest.
Yeah. Then the Giants. All right, so this is why the Vikings tweet bit us in the ass. So, the Vikings, after the alleged wildcard loss, skull. I mean, you know that the social media team for the Giants just had that one chamber. They're just sitting down. They're just waiting, but whatevs. Buffalo Bills. I mean, Bills Mafia, you got a lot to work with. I mean, you got jokes, and also Bills Mafia is extremely entertaining, as it is. The Jets at 2. I don't know. Whatever. Air Force Ones. Great. And yes, the Chargers deserve to be number 1. But like I said, if you're factoring in like their amazing schedule release, and then the Titans should be up a little bit too. But also, I mean, they are pretty funny. So like back in what was from 2017, they tweeted out, "So hungry, need to find my wife and head to PF Chang's. Update, my wife left me." All that stuff. But I mean, I do overall like what the Vikings do. I mean, so they're checking in at 15. I feel like the Vikings Entertainment Network, their creatives are really good. I like their little interspliced videos. Are they as sassy and independent as like the Chargers or or like the Panthers or some other social media teams? No, I think they're certainly under orders to keep a governor on it. But I mean, they convey information and they do their job. They put out a lot of content. So, frankly, with everything with the Vikings, I think they should be a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings official Twitter account ranked 15th in the NFL headed into 2023. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once worth of work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.